Hey, I'm Alan Ridge, and I'm married to wonderful Catherine Ridge, and we have 3 kids. Lee, who's going into 8th grade. Lee is already embarrassed that I've mentioned his name this morning on this video. Good morning, Lee. I hope you brushed your teeth before church today. Logan, who's going into 6th grade. Logan is excited about joining the youth group and the youth praise band. And Charlotte, who's going into 2nd grade, and Charlotte is a real-life princess who runs our house. So that is our crew. My father George and his wife Peggy also go to Southside, as well as my mother Susan. I actually grew up here at Southside in the church. Have a lot of great memories growing up here. My parents really made church home base for me and made this my church family, which it still is today. And I remember walking every Wednesday from Hendricks Avenue Elementary over to the church. We'd walk after church over here, and we'd stay at the church until Wednesday night dinner. I have no idea what we did between when school ended and when Wednesday night dinner started. I know we were at the Coke machine a lot, but it was a pack of boys who ran around the church here. And again, was really raised in the church, and I'm very grateful for so many people who touched my life in the church growing up. So again, just a big church family. My family's friends were my church family. Woody and Rebecca Garner, Kit and Corky Thomas, so many people that I can name here that just had a big impact on my life. And a number of pastors growing up here, Gene Zimmerman, Monroe Hatch, and our very own Dale Tedder, who's been here most of my life. So just really grateful for the church family here, and I'm grateful for the impact it's making on my children and this next generation here at the church. My personal relationship with Christ, I think, again, I've had such a great foundation from growing up with the church family and growing up here in the church. My personal relationship with Christ started at a youth camp in Leesburg, and really connected with Christ, knew him personally. And from there, that personal relationship just got deeper, and I knew the closer I was to Christ, the more I felt loved, connected, humbled, supported. And when I wasn't with Christ, I was more selfish and was making decisions on my own and more alone. And that's really my story from that point on to now, is trying to walk closer with Christ. And sometimes I do a good job of it, and sometimes I don't do a good job at all. And when I am walking with Christ, for me, it's a lot about being in daily prayer and connecting with Him. I'm going over what's going on in my life with God in a very personal way and connecting with Him. And I feel very, very much guided and very much loved. But it's easy. It's very easy to take another path, which is a path where I'm trying to do everything on my own and make the decisions on my own. And those can be big things in life. It could be small things. But when I'm on that path, I've ended up in the wilderness. And when I've ended up in the wilderness, I'm lost. And I think what I've learned is the length of time that I'm in the wilderness is dictated upon how long am I trying to do it on my own. How long am I going to try to find, I'm in the wilderness in the dark, I don't have a flashlight, and I kick myself when I finally do wake up and say, oh my gosh, I've been here so long because I'm removed from Christ, and I haven't been the one. He's always there. I haven't been the one to just reach out, and sometimes cry out and connect with Him. And it's amazing that every time I do reach out, He is always there, always, and He's always been there. And then the flashlight gets turned on in the dark, and a path is found. And it's never the path that I was looking for in the dark. It's a different path, and it's a different direction, and it's a direction that brings me back to closeness with Him, with love. It brings me back to a connection of peace. And again, it's almost always a different path than the path I was looking for. So my story today really isn't any different. It's that continued journey of trying to stay close to Him, stay connected to Him, live my life and make decisions with Him, as opposed to on my own. And again, I do that through daily prayer. But I would encourage you, as I'm talking, I'm encouraging myself, that Bible studies, small groups, anything you can do to connect and get closer to the Word and get closer to Him has always beared fruit in my life. Thanks.